And welcome in, everyone. Thanks so much for being here with me on today. We're going to be talking about really what I think is exciting. I'm going to go through and show you literally how to record using Audacity, using Reaper, and using Adobe Audition. Let's get into it. All right, I want to thank everyone for tuning in with me today. I want you to go ahead, give me a shout out. I guess I need to open up my window so I can see the shout outs that are going to be coming in. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining me today. Good morning, KC, for being in the house today. Good morning, Matthias. Thank you so much for being here with me, my friend. Look, we're going to be talking about something. I went through something on yesterday that completely boggled my mind. I'm not even going to front like it didn't. If you're following me on my YouTube channel, Steps to Voiceover Success, then you may have seen some of the polls that I put out there. Good morning, Brenda, star 777. Thanks so much for being here with me today, as well as Amit. Hello from India. Thank you so much for being here with me on today. It's a great Friday. It's a nice sunny morning here in Mooresville, North Carolina, where I am. We're about 30 minutes north of Charlotte. Don't know why I'm giving you that information, but I'm just looking out the window and it's just a great day so far outside. But look, I went through something on yesterday that took me for a loop, but also gave me a greater understanding of what maybe some especially brand new folks are going through. Good morning, Peacemaker KB. Thanks for being here in the house with us this morning out here in these digital streets on YouTube. Look, DAWs, your digital audio workstation, the thing that you use to record your voice. I downloaded Reaper yesterday because of the polls that have been coming in, and I've been asking you, like, what DAW do you use? And you can go ahead and put in the comments, what DAW are you using? Is it Audacity? Is it Adobe Audition? Is it Reaper? Put that in the chat for me. I definitely want to see who's in the house and what DAWs you're. Put on my smart person hat, right? And I said, I know Adobe Audition. I know Audacity. Reaper's not going to be a challenge. When I tell you that I could not figure out how to record in Reaper, good morning. I am Mike D. Parker. Oh, thanks for being here. We got Peacemaker that's in here. Thank you so much for being here with us this morning. Definitely appreciate you. Brenda is saying that she uses, she's new to Audacity. Yeah, love the thumbs up. Go ahead and give me those thumbs up. Definitely appreciate those as well while you're in the house. I could not figure out how to record on Reaper. I could not do it. So what I did is what I tell all of you to do. If there's something that you want to learn, just YouTube it. I don't know what else to say with that. Is YouTube it. Brenda, thanks. You said you meant the smiley face instead of the crying face. Yeah, I get it. So what that taught me was, and I just said, I'm just going to record this. And so I started recording because I wanted to do like a little tutorial on how to use Reaper. And so I'm starting the tutorial. And as I'm going, I was like, I'm talking to myself as I'm recording. Okay, all right, how do you record? There's no record button. I don't see anything. And what I realized is that it's really the same thing across the board, except for in Audacity, because Audacity just has that record button right there. Even if you press record on Reaper and haven't set some things up, it's not going to record anything. And it's the same thing in Adobe Audition. Peacemaker is saying, are you saying I'm buffering? YouTube buffering. Okay, because I'm not noticing any buffering over here on my end. Good morning, Martha Morgan. Thank you so much for being in the house with us today. So what I said, I'm going to do my broadcast today, which we're on right now, And I'm just going to show people how to record in 3 different softwares. With that, Matthias has a question. It says, before you start, Earl, just wanted to let you know that I did your free course, but where can I find the free webinar about email marketing? That's the thing. I went into the course and someone else had asked me about that. So it is not there, the webinar, because I don't do that webinar anymore. But if I find it, I will put it in the free course for that. I believe there are some things about email marketing, but I'll go back in and check. And actually, I'll do that this weekend because someone else asked about that same thing. So I want to make sure that I get that out to you as well. Hanif Nasrat, hi, how are you, sir? I am well. How are you doing today? All right. So while you're in here, go ahead and give me those thumbs up. I appreciate those thumbs up during this if you feel like I need a thumbs up. So what we're going to attack first is Audacity. So let me just go here and I'm going to share my screen. And what we'll do, instead of taking a look at Reaper that's on the screen, we're going to take a look at Audacity. That is now on screen, and I'll embiggen that a little bit. All right, so excuse me, when you're in Audacity, how you record is, first, you want to make sure that you select the right microphone, right? And you can select to do stereo or mono recording. I suggest you do mono recording because that's how we normally record our voice. Don't worry, it's still going to come out stereo in the end. And you want to select your output as far as how you are going to hear it. So once you have those things set up, all you have to do is press the record button, and now I am literally recording in Audacity. That's how easy it is inside of Audacity to go ahead and start recording your voice. Now, this is all I want to talk about today because I want to show you just how to press record and go. I remember back when I first started using Adobe Audition, and I'm going to go to now, instead of sharing Audacity, since I've shown you that, we're going to go to Adobe Audition. And so this is my DAW of choice. This is the one that I use. So we're going to embiggen that. No, we'll just leave it right there so you can see everything on screen. I remember when I first started using Adobe Audition. Now, it is normally pretty easy, right? But what you want to make sure that you do is you want to go, and I don't think you can see that on screen. Let's go back over here, and actually I don't think you will be able to see that on screen because it just doesn't share that part of my screen. All right, so what you want to do is inside of Adobe Audition, up at the very, very, very top, you can't see it, but it says the words Adobe Audition. You want to click on that, and then you want to go to Preferences, right? And inside of Preferences, you want to go to Audio Hardware. Right now, you want to select, again, the same way as over in Audacity, but this you kind of have to click around to find. You want to select your input mic, whatever mic that is, you want to select it. And then your output device is like going to be like your speakers or your system, whatever. But there you're going to pick your input and your output device. And that's how you find that inside of Adobe Audition. And you have to do this before you can record. So you can see, all right, now we've got a blank thing here, and I can just press record, and now I'm recording inside of Adobe Audition. This is how you start the initial recording in Adobe Audition. But now let's look at something a little bit more in detail with Adobe Audition. What I'm doing is I'm going up to File, then I'm going to New and Multi-Track Session, and it's going to ask me to name it and where do I want to save it. You know, I can browse to a different folder if I want to do that. This is just where you're saving it. The sample rate, I have mine set at 4,800. A lot of times people have it set at 44,100, which is fine. And then the bit depth, you want to leave it on 32 float. This is the latest version of Adobe Audition. I have the latest version because this is a cloud-based software. So the updates go in automatically, and then you just hit OK. Now you've got a multi-track session. Now, if I forget, remind me to go back to Audacity to show you how to add tracks because that's important. All right, so now here in a multi-track session, If you hit record, nothing is recording. There is not. You see that the meter is moving. It's going across the screen, but nothing is recording. Right now, this is because in a multi-track session, you have to arm it. This little R right here is where you arm the track, and now you can see that this meter is jumping here because I've armed the track. You want to make sure. Oh, this is for my loop back. All right, let's take that off. All right, so now. What you want to do is where it says default stereo input, you want to select the mic, and I always, do the mono and just select that track. All right, so now what I can do when I hit the record button, now you actually see it recording in Adobe Audition. You won't believe, I remember when I first got Adobe Audition, when it upgraded, it was one of the things that I had to figure out. So every track, if you want to arm that track, and then you can select the microphone that you want to use with that. I don't want that armed. I just want that first one. Because on the second track, I usually use for music and bring that in. And believe me, we'll do a tutorial on that. Today is just about how to record in these different softwares. And now what I want to do, I want to go back. Let's go back to Audacity, because I think I had someone ask me about that as well. So in Audacity, basically to add a new track, it's just file. Oh, wait a minute. Tracks. Over here in tracks, you just add new, and you can add a mono or stereo track. I don't know what these other things are. I'm just going to add another mono track, and it adds that track. And now I can drag and drop music into this track or do a second recording on this track. So these are all set up. So even here, what you want to do if you want to start recording, you kind of probably want to move that track out of the way and make sure that the record head is all the way at the beginning. And so on this second track here, if you have it highlighted, then it'll go ahead and start recording on that second track. Now, if you watch, I think what it may do when it gets to that second one, okay, it doesn't do anything. All right, so that's great. I thought that it would overwrite, but it does not overwrite that track. So that's how you bring in more tracks. It's simply by going up here to tracks and add new, mono, boom, and it adds another track. And I'll just add another track so you can see that done, right? So that's how easy it is to add tracks and to record inside of Audacity. Now, let's go over to Reaper. I already have that open, so let's open up Reaper. This is where my headache began on yesterday, and let me go ahead and share Reaper. This is where, when I literally look at this, all right, this is just Reaper opened up. This is how it opens up, right? And I'll move myself over here so you can see these buttons over here, right? So inside of Reaper, and I'm laughing because, I thought I was so smart. I didn't need anyone to tell me the great Earl Hall on how to just record in Reaper. And don't worry, I'm going to get back to your comments. I just can't see them right now because I've got Reaper open and all these other softwares on my screen, but I will definitely get back to your comments. Feel free to put in a question, and if you have a question, just put capital Q and then start typing your question after the Q. You can put capital Q, colon, whatever. That way, if I see that Q, I know it's a question. All right, so there's nothing here on Reaper. So what did Earl Hall the Magnificent do? I went over here to this record button, and and so nothing is recording. You see the head moving, and nothing is recording. It's just blank. And so I'm like, what the what? And I'm looking and I'm clicking around and I'm going up, can't get there. Going up and looking at different things up here and I'm like doing all this stuff, and I cannot get it. I'm 20 minutes in, right? And I still don't know how to record on Reaper because I don't have the wherewithal or the intelligence to just go to YouTube and type in how to record in Reaper, which is ultimately what I did. And it's a really good software too, I found. So I'm doing this, and over in this big blank area, you double click. That's it. You just double click. And that's the first thing that you have to do. Then you double click in this space up here and you just type in whatever you want to type, just type in vocals or whatever you want to type in there, right? And then you hit enter or return, and then you click this little arm button, record arm, disarm. Now you see meters moving, right? Because now I have armed it. When I tell you that I could not see how to do this in Reaper and I felt completely inadequate, and it's like, you're a smart guy, Earl. You train people in this, but Reaper really flipped the script on me here, with that. Now inside of Reaper, what you do is you hit this record button and now it starts recording in Reaper. It was that easy, but let's just say this. It was that simple, but it was not that easy, as my friend Cyrus Webb would like to say. And then you just stop and you can just hit save all. And this is it. This is how easy it is to record in Reaper. So I've gone through I've gone through all the different ways that you want to go ahead and make sure that you record inside of Audacity, inside of Reaper, and inside of Adobe Audition. And I tell you once again, Reaper, it just changed the game on me with all of this stuff. So it was very, very, very crazy. Anyway, all right, so let's go back to your comments and questions. Hanif saying, all the way from Pakistan. If that was good for you, could you give me some thumbs up? I would definitely appreciate it. Matisse gave me a thumbs up. Knowledge and Wisdom Literacy TV, thank you so much for being in here. Hanif saying, sir, your advice for voiceover, very good. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. We're trying to keep it simple over here. Peacemaker says, so happy to get your life, but I'm on the road. I'll get you live, you probably meant, but I'm on the road. Can you please record it? It is being recorded and it will be uploaded, or it's being, as when this goes off, you'll be able to see the replay. So don't worry about any of that. Matisse has a question. What are the best level of raw audio recording on Adobe Audition? We'll get to that. Well, the best levels of recording for Adobe Audition. So let me just go back. I'm going to share my screen here with you. Let's share instead of that. Which one? This one. All right, let's just share this screen and let's go to, and we're still sharing Reaper. So we want to share Adobe Audition. All right, now inside of Adobe Audition, this is a multi-track session. So if you double click on the audio right there, you're going to see it. All right. So there's a lot of things that you can do inside of here. But when you basically have recorded your track, and let's just say, I'm not going to go through the whole thing, but you've recorded your track and then you want to go up to favorites, and then you can normalize to -3, and there it is. And once you normalize it to -3, those are the audio levels that you want to have it at. And I don't know if you'll be able to hear this or not. Let's just take it. Just tell me if you can hear this track or not. Okay, I'm not sure if you guys heard that or not. You may not have been. I don't have my loop back set up appropriately, but I don't know if you could hear that audio or not. But anyway, basically that's how you're going to get the appropriate levels, is when you normalize. Also, you can turn up the gain on your microphone if it's not loud enough, but all of that is going to come down into the testing of your audio. Right, so if I undo this, edit, undo, normalize, then these are the recording levels that I'm in. Now I can put more gain on this microphone, but this isn't my voiceover microphone. So all of that is pretty dialed in, and it just comes down to testing. But if you are, let's just say right here at about -6, that would be fine. Even the recording levels that I have right here are fine. There's nothing wrong with this recording level. If I go back to that initial track that I did. No, that's not it. Where is it? It's not that one. I think it's this one, but it recorded in stereo. But anyway, the recording levels are really going to be taken care of when you normalize that. But also you want to make sure that you have enough input in your microphone so that it's not very low. And that's going to come down to you testing that out with what it is that you are doing. Let's just go back here. All right, I answered Matisse's question. And Matisse says, there it is, because everybody talks about -3 dB peak, and I don't know if that's always the case. Well, you can do a -3 dB peak. You can do a -1 dB peak, but that's normally in final production just to make sure that you're, especially if you have music against your voice, but that gets more into audio engineering. We'll talk about that. I don't want to go that deep right here on this, but we will definitely get to that. Brenda is saying, how do you add music to Audacity? I'm going to record a practice demo today. I secured my Epidemic Sound subscription. All right, you get the horn right there on that one. Basically, it's real, you're going to make me do this, Brenda. All right, so we're going to delete this track. And if you want to delete a track, oh, wait a minute. I'm talking like you can see this. Let me share my screen. Let me share my screen again. And I don't want to share that. I keep sharing the wrong one. All right, and then I just need to change this from Adobe Audition to share Audacity. All right, so in Audacity, basically, all right, you can delete a track just by hitting this X over here where I am. So you can delete a track, and then what we're going to do, we're just going to highlight this track, and we're going to delete it just by hitting the delete key. Then we can move this audio like all the way back to the beginning of where we want it. And then what you want to do, I'm just going to, I know that you can't physically see this, but I just opened up where all my files are, and I'm just going to try and find a MP3 file. So that's going to take me a minute. Let me just do a search for .mp3. So once you download your file from Epidemic Sound, you're going to save that to a folder. And I'm just looking for something that I know is music. And I don't know why I can't find something that's just music. Okay, I found one. So now what I'm doing is, okay, this is saying that I can't do that on this one. But let me see if I can find a file real quick. I'll just go ahead and do this. But basically in your file folder, just go to where you shared that, and you should be able to drag and drop. All right, this one isn't, for whatever reason. All right, so I can't find an appropriate MP3 file, but you can just drag and drop that in here. I believe, let me just see, if I file, import audio, then I can also add that audio in. But if I do another search for .mp3, Autumn Wind, why didn't I do that? Autumn Wind and open, and it's not letting me. These MP3 files that I'm trying apparently are not appropriate, or they're not downloaded from the cloud yet. But that is how you would do that. You can just import it, or you can drag and drop your audio in here, and then you'll have the music track underneath of that. We can do a more in-depth training on this at some point, but again, I just wanted to show you how to record today. So in the different softwares with that. Thank you. I am Mike D. Parker. Appreciate the thumbs up. Peacemaker says, thanks, man. We really appreciate what you're doing for us. I appreciate you. Most definitely. Brenda gives me the thumbs up. Amit, best, thank you so much. Question, can I do voiceover and edits on a tablet. I have never done anything on a tablet. I don't even know how you would do it on a tablet, but with the technology today, I can't say that it can't be done. But I can't see you using a tablet to do, like, you'll have to see if you can even download like Audacity on a tablet. I don't know. I've never tried. So I can't say yes or no, but you would need to have your recording software on the tablet in order to do that. I just don't know if that is possible. Maybe someone on has tried that, and they can do that. Brenda said no sound. So when I was playing that track back, you couldn't hear it. So I appreciate that. Everybody's saying nope. Everybody's saying no. Brenda's giving me a laugh out loud here for some reason. All right. So import audio and drag and drop. Got it. Exactly. And this is across the board for all of the DAWs. You can literally drag and drop that stuff in. Thanks for the thumbs up, Yvette. Appreciate that. Matthias got the double thumbs up. Miss George 101, 1100. Thanks for being here. Hello to you. Martha Morgan is saying thank you very much. You know, one of the things that I figured out, especially since my focus is really on a few things here. We've got, start, build, and grow a successful voiceover business. So we've got the start part. The start part is basically you're thinking about getting into this, and you're curious about getting into this, and now you actually need to start doing something, i.e. getting your gear in order. Then we have the build part of this, where you're going deeper into your gear, you're understanding more and more about your DAW from the start part, and you're learning how to use your DAW in a very appropriate way. So we've got the start, build, and now grow. Grow is talking about getting work and things of that nature. But first, you have to start. Second, you have to build. Then we can talk about grow, which we will be talking about on this channel for this. But this that I just showed you was really a start part. Go ahead and download whatever DAW you're going to download and get started. Get your microphone. Get things going. Matthias is saying, thank you very much, Earl. This is great, especially for those starting. Exactly. Thank you for proving my point, Matthias. Definitely appreciate that. A question from I am Mike D. Parker. Thank you. Do you use a laptop or a desktop? Okay, well, here's my setup right now. I always use a desktop. I'm using, even though you can't see it, this is my computer right here. It is a Mac Mini, M1 Mac Mini that I use for my computer and to do all of my editing and everything like that. But from time to time, I will use, I don't have it here, it's in my bedroom. I will use my MacBook to do the editing with as well. So that just kind of gives you a top-down view of how it is that I'm doing what I'm doing right now. The M1 Mac Mini, the M1 chips in these new MacBooks and Mac Minis like I have, and they are amazingly fast. And you're seeing how fast they are as I'm switching screens and doing all that stuff with no lag and everything else. And I mean, this is my work PC, or Mac. It's my work computer. This is my editing computer. This is where I do everything because I can put my headphones on. This is my work desk. Basically, as you see right here. So thanks for that question. Brenda's saying, Emmett Kerr, this is a YouTube video to use a tablet to record. Let's see. There is a YouTube video to use a tablet to record and edit. See, we got folks in the house that are in the know right here at Steps to Voiceover Success. So definitely appreciate that. And by the way, look, if you have not gone, right here, freevocourse.com. You want to pick up that free VO course. It's free every day, all day. Pick it up right now and go for broke with that. All right. Miss George 1100 is saying, question, can I offer voiceover and vocal singing services as a part of the package? Well, Miss George, you can offer anything you want. It's about what the audience you're going after wants. More than anything else. I mean, it's funny because there's two rules of thought. Do you offer what you want to offer and hope people find it? Or do you want to offer what people are actually asking you for? those are two different types of audiences there, and there's probably more. But yes, you can offer voiceover and vocal singing services as a part of a package. I wouldn't offer them together. I would offer voiceover. This is how I do voiceover. And for another audience, they want singing. They're two different audiences. Singing audience and voiceover audience, they're two different audiences. So I would segment those out and separate those out. And this is very important when it comes into understanding your market and who is actually looking for what it is that you're doing. We're going to get into, because it's a lot to get into sales and marketing for voiceover. I was listening to someone yesterday talking about the voiceover industry. I wish I could remember his name. He's pretty big on YouTube. Mark, I can't think of his name, but anyway, he's a Canadian guy. And he was talking about the voiceover industry. He was talking about Fiverr. He was talking about the pay to plays. He was talking about all the different, platforms that are out there to get work, and how there is such a race to the bottom. It was funny because he was talking about, the whole video came from because he was talking about Voice 123 just sold to some, I forget the name of the company, but they just sold Voice 123. And that was interesting to me because I literally just interviewed the CEO of Voice 123 back over the summer. And that's on my channel as well. And we were talking about AI and how AI is affecting the industry. But the fact that Voice 123 is now sold to someone else, and Mark was saying that people always promise, when we sell the company, everything is going to stay the same. And then that never is the case. But he was talking about he felt like it was going to be just a faster race to the bottom in regards to pricing for VO. And that's why he and I kind of have the same mindset where we look at going after our own clients. Because if let's just say this, if a platform changes, let's just use Fiverr as an example. If Fiverr changes the rules where they're not going to pay you as much, well, you don't have any say about that. It's their company. Even the clients that you get on these platforms, the pay to plays and the Fiverrs of the world and different platforms like that, those clients that you get actually aren't your clients. They're their clients. You're just a service provider for that platform. They're not your clients. They don't even let you talk to the clients. You just have to communicate with them. Mark Scott. Yes, Mark Scott, Yvette. Appreciate that. And I think that's his actual latest video that's out there. Thank you for that. Definitely. That is his name, Mark Scott. But anyway, if these platforms change the rules, if these platforms decide, you know what, we're going to go out of business, we're not doing this anymore, and you've built your entire business on that platform, you're dead in the water. You're dead in the water. So what Mark and and I've had the same opinion of him on this. I don't share every one of his opinions, but this opinion I share, is that you have to learn how to go after your own clients. And that gets into sales and marketing. And that gets really intricate and tricky. And even though we will be talking about some of that stuff on the platform, it'll get kind of heady. So basically, you prepare yourself for some of that coming in the future. But for now, we kind of really want to keep this simple. But I want to know, from what it is that I've shown you today, just in regards to how to record in Audacity, how to record in Adobe Audition, how to record in Reaper, was this beneficial for you? Because again, I felt like an idiot not knowing how to record in Reaper. I had never downloaded the software, but because so many people use Reaper that watch my channel, I wanted to see about using Reaper. Good morning. It's your girl, Miss Pearl. Good morning. Welcome into the house. Thank you so much for being here with us. But it is one of those things where, again, I felt like an idiot because I couldn't figure this out. But I realized that this is what every single voiceover artist, when you start, thank you so much, Knowledge and Wisdom Literacy TV, for saying yes. Thank you. I appreciate that. When you start, you just don't know even how to begin. And this is key. If you've never downloaded a DAW, if you've never worked with one, it is like, what do I do? How do I do this? And all you want to do is record and you can't figure it out. So I hope this video made sense for you in the case that now at least you know how to do this, and you can see the steps are really similar. You have to select your input output, as far as the input being your mic, the output being how you're going to listen to it. Each of them have those same features. They're just in different places. How are you going to arm your track? If you need to arm your track, where do you get this from? How do you start doing this? Miss Martha Morgan, thank you so much. Yes, and thank you. You are more than welcome. These basic steps of just how to record can make people just stop. And we're going to be going through some of the other ones as well on that. It says, I put in, thank you, Matthias. I put in the free course as a comment. Will be great to learn how to market ourselves and get our clients. Okay. Awesome. Yes, it will be, to do that. And, I'll be putting more stuff in the free course, over time, just to update it and things like that. But you've got it for life. It's free. You got it for life. I'm going to be having some other courses coming out. I'd be interested. The next course that I put out will probably be somewhere around like $9 that I put out. Oh, Brenda Starr, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you. I want to know from the folks that are on here, the next course that I put out is going to be probably in the area of about $9. Put in the comments what you want to know. I'm going to give you some choices. Do you want to know how to do audio production, like a demo from beginning to end? Do you want to know how to do that? Do you want to know how to add plugins to your DAW? That's one. Do you want to know how to add plugins to your DAW? So the first one would be more centered around audio engineering. The second one would be how to add plugins, suggested plugins, and use those plugins on your audio that you produce. And the third choice may be something around, I have to think about that. Something around, or maybe you can suggest something to me, but it'll only be like $9, but it'll be very impactful, and I always over deliver in my courses. So let me know what you think, those of you that are on here, based on what you want to know. Audio engineering, do you want to know how to use your plugins, stuff like that? Maybe that is even all in the same, but we'll see. Says Yvette is saying, yes, this was useful, thanks. I did a free Adobe Audition trial a while ago and felt like an idiot. It wasn't as intuitive as Audacity, but I see it's probably worth it. It is. I love Adobe Audition, but that's up to you which DAW you would like to use. Jasmine is saying, I'm new. What kind of computer do you use? I have a Mac, and I couldn't understand how to use Audacity on a Mac. I use, and I'll switch my cameras here. I use right here is my computer. It's the M1 that I use. So I know that it works on Mac. Even my iMac that I just gave to my wife when I got the M1 Mac Mini, I was using that. So I know that Audacity works. Now, the thing with a Mac, you may want to go back and make sure that you first update your Mac to the latest version that they have out there. And then also make sure you download the correct version of Audacity to work with your update or with your current setup on your Mac, whether that's Big Sur, I think is out there right now, but that will cause an issue. So you want to make sure that whatever version of, the iOS that you're using, make sure you know what that is. And then you want to make sure that you're downloading the correct version of Audacity that works with that iOS. So that's a big one right there. I am Mike D. Parker says, good job. Everyone that woke up early for this, God bless. I'm an early riser, so that's always going to be. Brenda Starr is saying, yes, audio production and engineering. I want to launch an excellent demo. Okay, we've got one vote for that. We've got Matthias asking about marketing. Of course, Matthias, you're asking about marketing because you did already. It's your girl, Miss Pearl says, I need to start at the very beginning, like VoiceOver 101. That's why you want to get the free course right here on camera, freevocourse.com. Absolutely free. And audio production and engineering would be great. All right, so audio engineering. That's what it's going to be. It's going to be about $9. I'm going to have that out probably in the next week or so, and I'll be offering that. Because I think that is probably the next stage, right? The next step. How do you use your DAW? And the best way for me to show someone how to use their DAW is to go step by step and do the production, right? Do the production of an actual audio and show you how that is done, from the noise reduction to the EQing to the plugins, all of that stuff. And it's only going to be $9, so this will be good. It'll be a brand new course. I am Mike D. Parker says, do you do everything from home, or do you go to recording studio sometimes? Now that I live in North Carolina, when I was in Milwaukee and we moved from Milwaukee to North Carolina last year, 2020 in June, I had my own office. People saw that, and I had my whisper room and all of that stuff. So I never went into a studio. So now here in North Carolina, I still use, I'll go in and use my wife's closet. I didn't feel like putting my whisper room together. That's a video to watch right there. Me doing voiceover in my wife's walk-in closet. And doing as much voiceover as I've done, building out a whisper room, and even if you get a whisper room, it doesn't work. You have to add stuff to it. It does not work. But in my wife's clothes closet, and if you go back and watch that video, let me just see here. I'm going to pull up, and we'll go ahead and share my screen again. Is it this one? But we're going to go ahead and share Google Chrome. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go to YouTube, because I want you guys to see, this video. No, of course that's not a website. All right, so we're going to go here. All right, so now this is my YouTube channel, and I'm going to click on videos over here. And where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Man, I've made so many videos. I know I've got a video. I'm looking for a specific thumbnail so that I can show you guys. All right, I know that's too far back. All right, let me just see here. WeVideo, ... Trello, Canva. How to create. I'm just looking for that video where I recorded in my. Oh, here it is, right here. Right here. How to record voiceover in a closet. If you have not seen this, you need to see this. And it's this video right here. It's got, what is this, purple? So it's a little ways down on my videos there. And if you just go down, or you can even type in how to record voiceover in a closet in the YouTube search up here, and you will find it. But it is right on my YouTube channel. This is me showing you recording video right from my wife's closet. Crazy how effective this is. You want to watch this video, because if you think you need a whisper room, I'm telling you right now, you don't. So you want to go and watch that video, definitely. Let's see. Brenda saying thank you. I think she was talking about me doing the next course. Thank you. That will be wonderful. Thank you, Yvette. Ron is saying, Earl, every time I try to get out, you keep pulling me back. Love the Godfather reference. I am definitely a Godfather junkie. My wife looks at me with an annoyed face, because every time any of them are on TV, I watch it. Every time I try to get out, they pull me back in. I love it. I shouldn't need that motivation, but I do. Thank you for everything. Ron, you are more than welcome. Thank you for that amazing comment as well. But yeah, all the Godfathers, I don't care which one it is. They talk about Godfather 3, not calling it Godfather 3, but I love that one. The last one that most people don't even know about unless they're a Godfather fan, but Godfather 1, Godfather 2, every time they're on TV, doesn't matter when, what time of day, if it's on and I see it, I'm going to watch it. All right, Brenda's saying, I would like to send a sample recording to you. Where can I send it? All right, Brenda, what you can do, because when people talk about giving me work to do, my time is my time. right? Like I give you my time here for free, but I don't give time for free. So that would have to be something that you would want to set up, where we could take a listen to this together, even on a Zoom session or something like that. But my time is not free. Like I have emails every day where people say, "Can you do this? Can you listen to this? Can you?" And no, you're not an actual client, and you have to pay me for my time, just like you as a voiceover artist. When people hire you, they're paying for your time to do a job. With that, and that falls into the realm of coaching services. Excuse me. So what I'll do is I'll put something probably on the website for Steps to Voiceover Success, to offer those coaching services, because I haven't for a while, been busy. But I'll make that more readily available on the website. And once I get that up, we'll talk about that, because literally I get emailed every day, people sending me voice samples, and I don't listen. I think I have an automated message going out or something like that. But yeah, that's how that works. Brenda, definitely appreciate you for asking though. GP Mill said, I tried recording from my closet, but I have too many loud. Haha. GP's bringing in the jokes this morning. I love it. Absolutely love it. You guys are crazy. Yeah, that kind of got me on that one right there. Well, folks, we've been on, oh my gosh, this is the longest live I've done in a while. We've been on for 48 minutes, which is great. The questions have been great. You guys are amazing and awesome, and love you guys so much. You already know I'm here for you each and every each and every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's when I'm here for you, every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you have not subscribed to the channel, please make sure that you do. And also, you see my Instagram links there. You see my Facebook handle there and Instagram handle, Steps to Voiceover Success. Make sure that you are following me there, because I give some great different advice there. Actually, I go live every Thursday on Instagram live every Thursday at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So you got 4 times during the week that you can really catch me doing these live streams for you guys. Love you guys so much. Follow me everywhere. Check out the website, Steps to Voiceover Success. If you do not have the free course listed right here, go to freevocourse.com and grab that course. Thank you, Yvette. Thank you, Brenda. Thank you, Martha. Love you guys so much. Thanks for the thumbs up, the hearts, all that stuff. I appreciate you. And we will see you on Monday. You take care.